But this was totally inappropriate because he violated my privacy, and this caused me to lose not only my personal relationship with my girlfriend, but I lost my home, I've lost business, I've incurred a lot of expenses.
Okay, let me find out a little bit more about the situation, and really you, sir, Mr. Hauser. What do you do for a living, or what did you do for a living?
Well, I'm the owner of a digital marketing firm.
Okay.
I provide advertising for local businesses.
How long have you been friends with this gentleman, sir?
About 15 years. I hired him. He was a young, green, very funny guy.
Lampshade kind of guy.
Lampshade, okay. Yeah. He was the life of the party. I admit he was a very likable guy, and right from the bat, and I hired him. I thought he would be perfect, and he was for a long time. We've had a good relationship, but this is over.
Okay. At the time in which you're saying this live stream occurred, he was still working for you.
Yeah.
Okay. And your friends on top of that.
Yes.
And then what happened to, I guess, prompt this live stream that had such devastating consequences for you, Mr. Hauser?
Well, it's embarrassing, and this is what it's about. It's like my privacy. I have a right to privacy, and
you do. We all do.
I was having a relationship with the receptionist at my company.
So the receptionist is your girlfriend, is that correct?
No.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. What'd you say, sir?
No.
No,
I'm sorry.
Elijah, did you hear him? I can't hear him.
I'm still waiting on him to answer your question.
Okay, so
I'm sorry, Your Honor. No, my girlfriend, she's not my girlfriend. She's just my receptionist. We're having an affair.
Okay, so you were cheating on your actual girlfriend with your receptionist.
We were having an affair, and it was a holiday. I was at my place of employment. There's no one there. I invited her over.
The receptionist?
Yes.
Okay, not the girlfriend.
Right.
Okay.
And my office is a corner office. It's tucked away in the back. I have to have a expectation of privacy, especially on a holiday. No one's there.
Okay.
And so we were engaged.
Somebody was there. Go ahead, though.
But we were engaged in...
I figured. Go ahead.
And we were on the desk, and this guy comes in with a camera. And not just taking pictures. I later find out he live streamed the whole thing. Because the lady was screaming. I didn't know what was happening. She screamed, grabbed her dress before I could figure out what was going on.
Oh, so she was naked.
Yes.
Okay, I got to understand the picture, sir.
Okay.
I just got to understand the visual. Okay.
So she ran out, and then I realized why she screamed and ran.
Because she realized it was all being live recorded to an audience.
At the time, we just figured he was taking pictures. And then when I went home, my girlfriend's screaming at me, throwing things at me because she was in on the live stream. She didn't know it was supposed to be some surprise that he's I don't know what
Well, we're going to hear from him in a second.
Yeah,
okay, so this is...
I deserve privacy. I deserve privacy.
Okay, so before I get to Mr. Porter's side of the story, you're saying that he owes you money because you lost your girlfriend dumped you.
Yes.
Okay, and then where's this $8,000 coming from?
Oh, from various things. I had a contract with a Brazilian steakhouse for $3,000.
Okay.
And I have the evidence right here.
Go ahead and give all your evidence, please, to my bailiff. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Elijah.
They sent me an email and said, because of this live stream, we got wind of this live stream, we are reneging the contract. Now, and that's just that's written evidence. There are other businesses that I was in talks with, and they don't take my phone calls anymore.
What stands out is he treated a controlled environment like it guaranteed privacy. It looks like he underestimated risk because he owned the business, so he assumed that no one would be there and then used that assumption to justify his actions, making it easier for him to blur the roles, collapsing the boundaries between his business and personal behavior. As you may know, when that happens, consequences aren't going to stay contained. They're going to spill into every area that is tied to that space. To me, his ownership created a false sense of entitlement. This is mine, so it's protected, when the reality was that space wasn't purely private. What's even more interesting is that he is avoiding accountability. He's treating the live stream as the problem, not the decision that made it possible. This matters because the more areas your life overlaps, the more one decision can hit everything at once. Now we have one impulsive decision that created multiple unrelated losses. So should we say, is this a privacy violation? This only becomes a privacy issue because of where he chose to do it. Or we could say, was he wrong for cheating? But the cheating isn't why this blew up. It's, again, the where and how he did it. And what about the defendant? Did he cross the line? He didn't create the situation. He just walked into it. All of those losses came from the one decision, not from the live stream. So my take is this wasn't random. It followed a predictable pattern of control, assumption, and blurred boundaries. Let's get back.
Okay, so let's get to you, Mr. Porter.
Your Honor, this whole thing was brought about by his girlfriend in the first place. She said, I feel bad that he has to be at work all the time. He never gets to be able to get out and do stuff for himself. So I'd like to throw a little mini party for him, and let's live stream it. So I said, okay, no problem. I'll go ahead and go take the brunt of this. I went over. The front door was unlocked to the office.
To the office, okay. But let's be clear, because this detail matters. It was shut completely.
The door was shut. Okay. And it was unlocked.
But it was unlocked.
So
did you knock?
I knocked first.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay.
I knocked first. And then I went to the receptionist. She wasn't sitting at her desk.
No, she was not sitting on her desk.
And then I yelled out. I yelled out really loud. I yelled out, Ollie auction free. I'm coming with live streaming.
Wait.
Yeah.
What'd you yell?
Ollie auction free. I'm coming out with the live streaming.
Okay.
So I did that. I yelled it out louder than what I just told you right now. I went around the corner, and then his door to his office was as well. It was hanging wide open. And then I looked and I dropped the phone. I said, oh, no. I seen what was just going on here.
Okay.
The live stream went down. Okay. People were hearing me and hearing him actually going banter back and forth.
No, you didn't say Ollie oxen free.
What does that mean?
I don't even know.
What does that mean, sir?
Does he know?
Yeah. It means, are you free? I'm coming in.
Okay. And do you still work for him?
No.
Okay. Did you quit or were you fired?
It was a mutual agreement, but I think it was a mutual agreement, but he's claiming the same. He fired me, so.
Okay. The last piece of evidence I'm considering, sir, this is your lease for your new place?
Oh, yes.
Okay. And you want him to pay what part? The deposit?
Yes. I think
$2,000.
I think that's fair.
Okay. Mr. Hauser, when did you know that your girlfriend saw that?
When I went home. As soon as I walked in the door, she was screaming at me and throwing things at me, and I got thrown out right then and there.
You got thrown out. She threw all your clothes and everything out.
Yeah, well, I had to go back 2 days later to get the bulk of the stuff and put it in storage and then moving. But right then and there, we were done, and I had to move out.
So I got to ask the question that everybody in this courtroom wants to know, Mr. Hauser. If you had such a good situation, you've got a great apartment, you'd been there a long time. I'm assuming the girlfriend was a good woman. That's why you had to be your girlfriend. And you've got a great business. You got the corner office suite. You're the guy. You're the boss. Why mess that all up with the receptionist?
She's very attractive. But
Yeah.
I didn't. It wasn't like I was looking to cheat for long term. This was just like an isolated incident, and it just happens that this clown decides to come in with the camera.
Okay. Mr. Porter, let me ask you a question. This gentleman is saying that you are responsible for the lost business item, $3,000. That's a loss. That's a loss, right? You would admit that's a lot of money. And he's saying it's your fault because let's go with his argument that, okay, he was being a low down dirty dog, but no one would have known it had you not come into his office, Ali Oop Day, or whatever the heck you're talking about, with this camera. Ali Action Fee. Okay, right. So what do you say about this piece of evidence?
I say that's wrong. It's his discretion. What he did it wasn't a private area. Everything was opened. Everything was unlocked. I gave a full warning before I even came in there, loud as could be, and he proceeded to do what he.
I would have stopped if I knew you were coming.
Oh no, we wouldn't want to say you're an.
Oh, no,
we know you've got your boundaries, Mr. Hauser.
Yeah, with all your doors open in your office.
Okay. What do you say about that, Mr. Hauser? That listen, you've had a series of expenses. The court is clear on that. You have satisfied your burden of proof that says that you have spent in excess of $8,000 as it relates to this issue. That's good for you, okay? The court is satisfied with your proof of expenses. But you've got to convince me, sir, that this is on this man.
Oh, it's definitely on him. Because without that live streaming, none of this would have went down. And that just represents like a fraction, like an iceberg. You only see the part that's on top because all the other businesses in town don't want anything to do with me. They're not putting that in writing.
He keeps going back to the live stream like that's the reason this fell apart. But listen to what he actually says. No one would have known. It was just one time. She was very attractive. He is justifying this. He's still focused on the outcome, getting exposed. What he's really saying is, I'm okay with it as long as it stays hidden. He minimizes the decision by calling it an isolated incident, but that doesn't change what it took to make that decision. One time still requires the same level of choice. He brought her there at work, in his office, knowing he had a girlfriend. This blame-shifting behavior usually shows up when someone can't defend the decision itself. I do like the fact that the judge pointed out his impulse over the stability of his life. He still risked all of it for something short-term. The insight we can draw from that is that some people don't make decisions based on what they have. They make them based on what they want in that moment. So really, the live stream didn't ruin his situation. It just made it visible. Let me know in the comments, is the real problem what the employee did or what the boss was doing before the camera got turned on? Let's find out the verdict.
Well, listen, I think I've heard enough, gentlemen. Here's what I've decided to rule here in this matter. I do believe, Mr. Hauser, that you have incurred expenses that satisfy your demand of $8,250. You have had to pay that out, I'm clear. What I am not clear on is that it is Mr. Porter who is responsible. Now, let's go to your argument of privacy. I agree with you, sir. You do have a right to some level of privacy in your own company, in your own office. But if you really wanted it to be that private, I mean, who among us have not had a little session at home in high school when we were at our parents' house? And what'd you do when you did that, Elijah?
Lock the door.
Lock that door. We locked that door. Yes. So the failure to lock the door is a problem for the court. So if you're going to be at your office, you're going to be doing something wholly inappropriate and wholly unprofessional and unethical, such as having a liaison, a romantic affair in your place of business, that's on you, sir. That is your responsibility, and you have to bear the occurrence and the incurrence of cost associated. Sir, your case is dismissed. Plaintiff's case is dismissed in its entirety.
Well, the judge's example is simple, but it makes the whole point. If you think something needs privacy, then you take steps to protect it. The pattern that we have just observed is that he expected privacy without creating it. This goes back to what we talked about. He assumed control, blurred the space, minimized the decision, and he's dealing with the outcome of it all at once. Our big life lesson here: you don't get blindsided by consequences. You walk into them by the choices you make. So, do better. If you wouldn't want it catching up to you later, don't do it now. Let me know in the comments, did he lose everything because he got caught or because of what he chose to do? And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure to like, follow, and share, and I will see you again soon.